According to the United States Surgeon General, we are living through a loneliness crisis. 1 in 4 adults say they feel completely isolated, disconnected, invisible. But you are the one doing the cutting off. You looked at your phone, saw their name, and made a decision. Not today, not anymore. And here is what no one ever says out loud. You do not feel lonely. You do not feel lost. You have never felt more like yourself. So when did this begin? When did you become the person who walks away without looking back? You were not always this way. There was a time when you were the dependable one. The friend who answered calls at midnight. The family member who kept everything together. The partner who took on everyone's weight without complaint. You were the person people turned to when their world fell apart. And every single time you showed up, you listened to the same problems, gave the same advice, watched them ignore it and return anyway. Until one day something inside you quietly changed. You did not pick up. And nothing collapsed. Everything just got still. That stillness, that was not weakness. Your brain was doing precisely what it was built to do. Psychologists have a name for this. Dr. Stephen Porges developed the polyvagal theory. Your nervous system operates in different states, and one of those states exists purely for self-protection. When you have been depleted too many times, when people have consistently taken more than they have offered, your brain does not ask for permission. It makes a move. It shifts you out of social connection mode and into what researchers call the dorsal vagal response, shutdown, withdrawal, conservation. Not because something is broken inside you, because your nervous system is functioning exactly as designed, guarding your energy like the limited resource it actually is. But here is the real question. Where did your nervous system first learn that people were something to survive? For most people, the answer reaches further back than they want to look. Maybe you grew up reading expressions before you could read words, watching your parents' faces the moment they walked through the door, learning that one person's mood could change the entire temperature of your home. Psychologist Murray Bowen called this pattern emotional cutoff. It is what happens when a child understands that closeness carries a cost, that love and instability arrive together, so you adapted. You became the one who sensed tension before a single word was spoken. The one who discovered that the safest place was often your own company. And now, as an adult, that same pattern activates every time someone gets too close. It is not a flaw. It is a map your younger self drew just to make it through. But here is where it becomes complicated, because there is a genuine difference between protecting yourself and building walls that keep everyone out. Here's the honest truth. Not all cutting off is the same. The Centers for Disease Control found that prolonged social isolation raises your risk of heart disease by 29%, stroke by 32%. This is not just emotional, it is physical. But here is what that data leaves out. Being surrounded by the wrong people causes exactly the same damage. So how do you know which one you are doing? Walls keep everyone out. The good, the harmful, the uncertain. They are constructed from fear. Boundaries are different. They are selective. They are built from self-knowledge. If you removed someone from your life and felt lighter, that is information. If you cut someone off and found peace, that is not isolation. That is protection. The question is not whether you should let people in. It is which people have actually earned access to your peace. And the truth is, you already know exactly who those people are. You have been watching them for years. Here is something remarkable about people who cut others off. You do not do it carelessly. You do it because you have developed an extraordinary ability to recognize patterns. That friend who only appears when they need something, you identified it within months. That family member whose praise always carries a condition, you mapped their rhythm years ago. That person who floods you with attention, then vanishes, you saw the cycle before it finished. A 2023 study published in Nature Neuroscience found that people who experienced early emotional stress developed heightened activity in the brain's threat detection regions. Your brain became exceptionally skilled at reading people. Researchers at the University of Iowa found that the frontal lobe, the region responsible for complex social judgment, runs harder in people with this history. You are not paranoid. You are not oversensitive. You are processing social information at a depth most people never reach. That instinct that tells you when something is wrong, that is not a flaw. That is years of experience refined into an early warning system. So no, you are not lonely. You are not damaged. You are simply selective, and society has a word for people like you. They call you withdrawn, antisocial, cold, but those words carry an assumption that something is missing, that you are incomplete without constant connection. Here is a different word: solitude. Loneliness is the absence of connection you want. Solitude is the presence of peace you chose. You are not sitting alone wishing someone would reach out. You are sitting in your own space, finally able to hear your own thoughts. Your phone is quiet, and that quiet feels like relief, not loss. The people who do not understand will say you are running from something, but you know what is actually true. You are not running away. You are moving toward something, toward stillness, toward clarity, toward a version of yourself that only exists outside the chaos. That is not isolation. That is sanctuary. And if you are watching this wondering whether something is wrong with you, hear this clearly. There is nothing wrong with you. You are not cold. You are not incapable of love. You are not heartless. You are someone who learned through experience that not everyone deserves access to your energy. And rather than allowing that lesson to make you bitter, you made a choice to protect your peace, to guard what is yours, to build a life that feels calm instead of constant. That is not weakness. That is one of the quietest and fiercest things a person can choose to do. And if you are wondering where you go from here, Harvard's 85-year study on human happiness found one consistent truth. It is not about the number of people in your life. It is about having the right ones. So if your circle is small but filled with people who genuinely see you, you are not doing it wrong. You are doing it exactly right. If this felt like something you did not know you needed to hear, subscribe Psychora and leave a comment below. I read everyone. Protect your peace.